This is Dan Henry. He has generated millions of dollars from his online coaching programs using email marketing. And in this video, we are going to analyze his emails to understand the exact strategy he uses to compel people to buy from him. Here's what we will cover. A breakdown of his $1 million emails, the different types of emails he writes, an in-depth look at his entire email funnel, the psychological triggers he uses to drive conversions, and finally, how you can apply his strategies to your own business. So let's get into it. Okay, so we are on the screen right now with all the emails from Dan Henry right in my inbox. And before we dive right into all of the emails and his entire strategy, first let's understand the entire email marketing strategy that all the top coaches follow, that you can also follow to make good money from your email list. So first of all, we need to have some kind of visibility because our email list won't be growing on its own. So we need visibility on social platforms through ads, through YouTube, through podcast, through interviews, through whatever way you can possibly get the visibility. And after that, we need to have some kind of lead magnets to which we can give people that, hey, if you want this particular thing, then opt in here and I'll share it to you on your email. And it could vary anywhere from 0 to 27. And both of these kinds attract different kind of people. So for example, if you keep your freebie for free, it will attract freebie seekers, the people who only want all the things for free. Now, obviously you can convert them as your customers, as your clients as well, and I'll show you how. On the other hand, you can also keep something for paid, and it could vary anywhere between 0 to 27. So you can keep it for 2.5, you can keep it for $7, you can keep it for $17, $27, like completely up to you. Now 27 is just a sweet spot that in my testing for all of my clients and what I have seen in the market as well, people who are at the very top are, again, so you can keep any lead magnet, and when you have a paid lead magnet, you attract good people who are actually interested in what you are teaching them, in what you are showing them, in whatever systems you have. And that actually shows that they are interested in you as well, they trust you as well, because they are ready to swipe their cards. So that's the entire thing. So again, we will be talking about this thing later in the video in detail. Then you have your email list. Obviously you need to have an email list to make money from your email list. After that, we come to this particular bridge, what we call as conversion bridge. Almost all the coaches I have ever consulted or worked with, first they don't understand the concept of the conversion bridge. They think that we will be sending an email to all of our people. So let's say if you have a 10k contact list, we'll be sending the email directly to this email list and we will make money. So this don't work this way. You need to have a conversion bridge here. And what Dan Henry have kept as a conversion bridges, he don't have one bridge, he actually have two bridges right now. What he is using currently as conversion bridges, and how he is making people, how he is compelling people to buy from him. And finally, we need to have offers which we can pitch to people and make money in our business. Simple as that. So with that being said, now let's jump right into Dan's emails. So here we will be learning about Dan Henry's emails in a few steps. So first of all, we will be seeing the hooks, like what kind of hooks he actually used. Now hooks are basically the subject lines. You can see all of these subject lines. You can also see this preview text. So this is the name of the person. This is a small little sweetie branding, and then we have this email subject line, then we have the email preview text. Simple as that. And we'll be seeing each of these things. And then once we check out the hook, we will go towards the body part, the body of the email. Then we go to the call to action. And here we are done with the emails breakdown, but we don't end all the things here, because then we have to go somewhere else as well. Because once we are done with the emails are just one part which we will be sending, which Dan sends or any coach sends to their list. So basically, if we have here, if I just show you, okay, so we have an email list here. We have, let's say, email list of 50,000 people. We need to send emails to this people, and then this people will go to a conversion bridge. And so we need to talk about conversion bridges as well to make money from emails. And finally, we'll be talking about the offers part. Perfect. So let's get right into the email breakdown of Dan Henry. First of all, let's come to the hooks. Does this make you comfortable too? It should. What does this particular thing signifies? I have been on Dan's list for almost a year now, and I have been reading all of his emails, like almost all of his emails since a year. And one thing that I have understood from Dan is he is the person who takes care of the curiosity part first. He sends his hooks, his subject line in such a way that you will be curious that what this guy is actually talking about. Like, I don't understand. Why? Oh my god. Kind of that. So basically, the whole point of his subject line is to evoke some kind of an emotion. So basically, you feel like opening that. So when you say, okay, I made 10K in just 10 days, it is not like getting any emotional evoke. It is not provocative that much. If you are an online entrepreneur following Dan Henry, then you know that Dan Henry is a big guy, and making 10K or 100K or let's say a million in just a weekend is not a big thing for him because he have already done that. So it is not that much provocative for you. But if he tweaks his subject line in such a way that makes you curious, like, oh my god, what this guy is doing, like, I don't understand, then you will be more up for opening his email. So that's the entire thing that he does. So when we come back here, does this makes you uncomfortable too? It should. Now what this is, I don't know. Now here, Harsh, be honest with yourself for a second. He is setting the frame. Like, be honest, like what, like what does he is going to talk about? I need to see. That's the entire point of the subject line. Now let's go to the next line, the anti-close that works. Know what's funny? The best sales closers in the world. Now you cannot understand anything out of this. Just one thing that you can understand is this thing is for the sales people. If you are interested in sales, if you are facing some kind of sales problem in your business, then you are going to open this mail, and I'll show you like why this is specifically targeted to them only. So for example, if you have a list of, let's say, 50,000 people, an active list. Whenever I say an email list, I'm talking about an active email list and not about that out of 50K, almost 20% of your people only open up your email and 80% are just dead leads. So I'm not talking about that. Whenever I say an email list, I'm talking about the active email list people only. For example, if you have 50,000 people, not all the people on your list are going to face the same problem right now. So if you are a health coach, if you are a weight loss coach, for example, not everyone is facing the same problem that I am overeating. That's one kind of problem that a set of people might be facing. If you are having some other kind of problems, like for example, during the weekend I go out with my friends and I overeat almost every single time. Now this is kind of a different problem. I don't have anything specific in my at my home that I can eat whenever I am hungry. Now that is a completely different problem. The whole point is there are different sets of problems inside one thing as well. So Dan Henry serves online entrepreneurs who are facing different problems. It could be about offer, it could be about leads, it could be about sales, it could be about scaling, it could be about team, it could be about anything else. Now this particular thing is an offer, like it has an offer inside, which I'll show you. So basically out of 50K, for example, only I say let's 2,000 people are only the people who are facing the sales related problem in their business right now. What we want to do, we just want to, like, we ideally want that only these 2K people open our emails, because then we can bet on them. Obviously, like as high open rate as we can get, it's good, but we for sure know that this 2,000 people actually are in problem, and they are the people who can actually buy our sales related program or whatever call to action we have inside this. This makes sense that we keep all of our email subject lines when there is a promotion going on, that this 2K people should open our email. The rest 48 may or may not open our emails. That's completely fine. If they open up, if they buy, that is a good thing for sure. But we need to target these 2K, and hence our email subject lines would be something related to sales. Let's get into the next. Marketing on easy mode to Tony Robbins secrets. Now Tony Robbins is a big name. Like what are his secrets? Like I want to know. That's the curiosity hook that he's generating here. But Tony Robbins taught me about pricing. Okay, Tony Robbins taught Dan something about pricing, and he's going to share that with us in just 90 seconds. I cannot pay Tony to teach me something about sales or marketing or in general anything. So if Dan is sharing some kind of secret, I need to sneak in and see. That's the entire thing. The North Star that replaced our entire sales team. Replaced the entire sales team? How? I'm interested. Like let's say I have a team of 10 salespeople. How Dan can replace his entire sales team? Hook them in 90 seconds or lose them. This is a hook in itself. The one thing I hate more than the sales teams. Okay, I hate, because for example, if I'm working with a sales guy, I know that I hate sales teams. I hate sales guys in general because of certain reasons. Dan is saying he hates something more than the sales team. What's that? That's the whole point. What's that? Oh my god, why he's saying this? He's going to tell me some kind of secret. That's the entire thing. That's the curiosity hook he generates. I'm great at what I do, but now, like, what's this? You cannot understand anything out of this. Now, all of these subject lines are not to say that these all are performing the best, like top notch, but Dan is also testing different subject lines, what resonates most with his audience. The whole point is here, he just add the curiosity hook, that you get curious and which of the subject line work the best. He capitalizes on that subject line, that type of subject lines most. So that's the entire thing. He keeps on testing, and the reason why he can test a lot more than any other coach in general is he sends one email every single day, sometimes 2 emails in a day. You can see here 15 2 emails in just one day, 14 13 12 11. Here a promotion is going on, and I'll show you like how he's promoting his conversion bridge. But the whole point is he sometimes writes 2 email in one day and one email every single day. That is a consistent thing. So now he can test a lot more hooks in general, a lot more email content, a lot more stories, and whichever will resonate the best with the audience, he will use that particular thing on his webinars, on his workshops, on his challenge, then on stage, like everywhere on his email itself. So that's the entire thing. If you feel like writing one email every single day is like too much, then like take my word, Dan has made, I guess, around $35 million, and if he is doing, then there is something that you need to reconsider. Perfect. Now let's just move ahead of all of these. So let's scroll down a bit and pick up an email from below, because we already have reviewed a lot of subject lines at the top. So let's go a bit down and see what. Okay, so here is one thing. One message from your business 6 months from now. Now I will show you one more trick what he is using. So when you see this particular thing, one message from your business 6 months from now, do you think like this particular thing he have written by mistake? Obviously not. This is a thing. So whenever you send this kind of thing on your subject line, it pops up on your phone's feed. You pull out your phone and see from the notification one. This is very casual way with what we get on, let's say, WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn. Whenever someone texts us, we get this one, like Dan texted you or Harsh texted you, and we get this one because we sent one message. So like it is very casual, and then it is in our behavior that whenever we see such kind of messages, we directly tap on it. So basically it is a tactic to boost the email open rate. You can use that too for yourself. Message from your business 6 months from now. Like what? Message from my business 6 months from now? I don't understand. Click. That's the entire thing. Let's go inside this and see what Dan is saying. So first of all, I'll be quickly breaking down all of the tangible things which you need to do, tangible tech things. Cool. So first of all, his email logo or email icon, whatever you want to say, it is hooky in itself. Like whenever you will see it on your phone, like it keeps on rotating, like his heads keep on rotating. Now that is hooking in itself. So it stands out. Then Dan Henry, his name, obviously. Now, most of the people don't do the DMARC, DKIM and SPF authentication, and hence you can see their email dot something. So basically, if you are using email marketing tool like ActiveCampaign, MailerLite, ConvertKit, you will see some kind of text here, and it looks kind of unprofessional in some ways. Like again, it don't like nullifies all the things, all the efforts that you are putting in, but it is just one-time thing. Like just get a help from someone and do that authentication. It is just 15 to 30 minutes thing max, or you can just watch a few videos online and you can get it done. Perfect. That being said, let's break down his email. Hey Harsh, your future business just sent me a message. No, I haven't invented time travel, but stay with me. They wanted me to mark February 7th, 2025 as the day everything changed for your business. The future self is sitting at your desk in August 2025, looking at your revenue dashboard and marveling at how different things are just 6 months after the workshop. They are seeing consistent 6 months figure, yet you are working fewer hours than before. So when you see here, this is just a hook part. This is just a hook part. Like what is happening, I don't know. Here things are getting a bit serious. He's like pointing out some problems, some things, some pain points that I'm like facing right now. That's the entire thing, and not in a very edgy way. It is just like presenting it kind of a fact. They are seeing consistent 6 months figure, yet you are working fewer hours. This is a big thing, and you have hit your revenue goals with ease, making you wonder why you struggled for so long. You are no longer stuck thinking, is my funnel broken? I need to spend more on ads to make this work. Maybe I should change my entire offer. Instead, you have rock solid confidence in your marketing system. Low conversion rate, you know exactly how to fix them. High ad cost, you have the framework to optimize them. Stuck with blah blah blah, every part of your funnel is working together smoothly like a well-oiled machine. And XYZ, again, like I won't be hitting the entire thing. And here is the thing. You will see exactly what's working in successful funnels across different industries, what's holding them back, and how to fix it. Click here to secure your spot for just $297. While all hot seats are taken, you will still get to watch every breakdown live and get the full recording to study later. And if you don't feel you got at least 10x value from the workshop, just hit me and get full refund. See you on this Friday. Register your spot here. Done. Now, if you will see, this entire email is just about pitching his upcoming conversion bridge, which is a 5-day challenge. Here we have the entire hook. Till this point in time, we have the hook. Here he is just agitating. He's just agitating my problems. Like, okay, I'm feeling like I'm broken. I'm feeling like my offer is not good. I'm feeling like I need to spend more on ads. I am not able to figure out like where I can optimize all of my entire funnel, like what to do. I'm not able to think. I'm not able to like conclude something. I don't know what to do. My business is stuck. That's the entire thing. People are thinking in general, and Dan is capitalizing on that feeling. Again, not a bad thing, just a marketing mind. If we go a bit down, here he's presenting some kind of solution that, okay, so like you are done with being stuck. Now you know exactly what to do. Like basically empowering us. Like, okay, we know what to do now. That's kind of a desired state where I want to be, because like I am in pain right now, and that is a desired state where I know every single thing about my funnel and how to optimize, how to like scale my funnel, how to scale my business, how to increase the revenue. I know every single thing. That is a desired state to be. Perfect. And then here he made that transition here, and then finally he pitches his offer. Here is the entire offer part and like what to do, the call to action, the main call to action, the transition about the offer and the main call to action. And not just that, he also gave a guarantee. This is a guarantee. This makes the offer converting. Now, there are different parts of the offer that you need to learn, and this isn't the video about that. So if you want to learn all the elements of offers and how you can actually build an offer, then I would highly recommend you to read this book, 100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi, and you will know like how to build the offers that actually convert. So it is not just about email marketing in itself, it is about your offers as well. So if you think that, okay, 297 is a bit like I don't know, like should I invest this much or not, completely fine. You don't have to think, you can just invest it. And if you don't feel like you got at least a 10x value from the workshop, then just ping me and I'll refund you. Yeah, that does make sense. Okay, sure. Card. So now these are all the offer elements, and I'm not going to go into that, but this is the entire email breakdown of Dan, like what he's actually doing. So now let's take some other email as well. Okay, so the next thing we can probably take from somewhere here, like the day I quit being fancy. Like what's that? Again, like a good hook, a crazy hook, like Dan stopped being fancy. Why? Because Dan is fancy still. Anyways, my wife hates this story, but it changed my life. Like, oh, like what's that? Again, curiosity. Let's open it up and let's see what's inside that. My wife to this day is still pissed at me for this. Me, my wife, my sister and my mother went to an escape room. When I got there, I noticed something interesting. The escape room was owned by hippies. There were peace signs and flowers, ponder decoration everywhere. Most people spend 45 to 60 minutes trying to solve all the clues in the escape room. You have to solve one clue to find the next clue, and you get the idea. But I am an entrepreneur. He is relating. Now here, this is the frame of the story. This is the frame. Now here we have the hook. We have the hook here at the very top. Like he hooked us, like my wife hates this story. Like what Dan did, like why his wife hates a story of his. So it clicked with us, and we are here, and then we are going through the entire story, and this is just the frame, that's just the context of the story. Now here it is relatability, because we all are entrepreneurs. As I said, Dan's audience is online entrepreneurs. We identify ourselves as entrepreneurs. So but I am an entrepreneur. Yeah, I am an entrepreneur too. Perfect. So let's get into it. My goal for the entire life has been freedom, and getting that freedom as fast as possible with as little effort as possible. We agree. So when I saw the door had a 4-letter combination lock, I thought about it differently. Instead of running around solving clues for an hour, I looked at the lock and thought, what 4-letter word would hippies use as their code? I typed love. The lock opened. I escaped in just 5 minutes. My wife and mother looked over at me in horror. What are you doing? escaping the room. But we didn't do all the clues. I guess the lock combination is love. Hippies own this place. They were furious. Again, he's building up like they are angry at me. They are furious. That's not the point. The point is to have fun. The point is to have fun. Here is something that his family told him, which will take us to a transition here. I said, "Oh, I misunderstood. I thought the point was to escape." Bill Gates once said, "I choose a lazy person to do a hard job because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it." I say, becoming a millionaire is not hard unless you make it hard. This is the thing. This is the entire principle of the email. This is the principle of the email. So first of all, we went through a hook, which I already told you. Then we went through a story. Story in different formats. We have a frame, so we can understand the story. Then we have the main body of the story, and then we reach to a point where like he understood something. So basically he understood something, and then we move to the principle of the email. The principle, here is the principle. Becoming a millionaire is not hard unless you make it hard. You make it hard or you just do it the way that other people are doing is that easy. That's what I think. If you would like to show me the easy way to create messages that sells, grab a ticket to your epic pitch and blah blah blah. And then we finally get the pitch part. Let's scroll down, and then we get the entire pitch part. Here is the pitch. We have the call to action, and then we have the entire this part is pitch part. So basically now you can see like what he's actually doing. He's like hook, story, principle, then a quick transition. Here he has a quick transition and then call to action. Simple as that. Nothing big. Let's jump to some other email. So here is another email, the Deadpool method of client attraction. Now Deadpool method, again, this is related to Marvel. So again, he's testing out different angles. So for example, if I am a Marvel fan as well, I know what Deadpool is in general, and then like Deadpool method, what's that? Again, into the email. You know what's funny about marketing? Most people make it way harder than it needs to be. Try to create something for everyone, but here's the thing: when you try to appeal to everyone, you end up appealing to no one. Let me explain with a weird example. Imagine I created a book called The Ultimate Guide to Deadpool Insult. Who would possibly download it? Only diehard fans of Deadpool, right? And that's exactly the point. See, most people try to cast this wide net, hoping to catch as many fish as possible, but what they end up with is bunch of tear mask and old boots. Instead, you need to create something that only your ideal clients would want and everyone else wouldn't care about at all. Think about that. If you are a financial advisor who specializes in helping families prepare a cancer treatment, don't create a generic financial planning guide. Create the ultimate financial planning guide to getting through cancer safely, soundly, and living your family in a great position. Will everyone want that guide? Hell no. But the exact people who want to get help, they will come running. This is where most people screw up. They are afraid of being too specific because they might miss out on a potential client. But here's the truth. When you try to serve everyone, your marketing becomes vanilla, boring, and forgettable. And when that happens, things like ads and organic marketing become a constant uphill battle. Now your cost per leads go high and everything like just falls apart. Nobody's reading your emails. Nobody's opening up your emails because they don't relate with you. That's the entire point. When you create something only your ideal clients would want, everything becomes magically very easy. Then your ads work, your organic content work, your sales become easy. So ask yourself, have I created something that only my ideal clients would want and everyone else wouldn't care about at all? If the answer is no, you might want to rethink your approach. But tomorrow I'll share a hilarious story about how I pissed off my entire family at the escape room, which I already read. And XYZ thing, PS, if you want me to help you craft the perfect message for your ideal clients, join my epic pitch challenge and done. So now we have all of his email types, like some types here. So basically, if I just wrap up this particular email, what we had at the very top, let's go at the top. Here we have our hook part. We have our hook. Then we have a cool little assumption based story, which is kind of an educational material where he's educating, like he's sharing one idea with us. Simple as that. And if we just go down a bit, let's go down. And then he transitions into a principle that, hey, you need to actually create your offers, your marketing materials for a very specific audience, and then he like emphasize on that, like what kind of benefits you can actually reap if you do that. And then finally he pitches his offer. Here comes the entire emphasis, and here comes like tomorrow I'll be sharing something with you, so stay tuned. So he's already hooked us here. He already hooked us here for the tomorrow's email. And then finally here is his pitch softly, like very soft pitch, like not a very hard pitch but a soft pitch. So this is the entire breakdown of his email here. And if we just like see like what kind of emails he actually writes. So if I just say we have kind of 4 emails from Dan. So number 1 is obviously the story-based emails. So we have some story-based emails here, which he talked about the entire escape room story. And also when you are on Dan's list, you will see a lot of story-based emails from his personal life. So basically it becomes more relatable for the people, and people don't see you as a very high authority that is unapproachable. Like, you are approachable. You need to be approachable so people can come and learn from you as a coach. So story does that job. Second thing is the educational part, the education, or you can say this value, or also educational value XYZ thing, where you are sharing one kind of an idea. If you just do this story part, people will see you very approachable, not a big authority. We don't want to do it. We also want to educate, because people are on our list thinking that we will learn something from this guy. So if you are on my list, you will believe that Harsh will tell some kind of nugget, some kind of like learning that he have learned implementing his client campaigns or XYZ thing. If I don't do that, if I just share my story, you will get bored, and you will feel like Harsh is like, okay, this person is better because he knows his stuff. We don't want to do it. So we have the education. Then we have the reminder emails, or like, hey, your webinar is coming up and all. I don't read that because like those are just the basic materials. So I'll just quickly show you after this. And fourth, finally, we have direct pitch. He don't builds up all the story and education part. It's the direct pitch that, hey, I'm opening up 5 slots. If you want to be in, just text me out here. Simple as that. And I'll show you the quick examples of these 2 as well. So we have just 4 kind of emails from Dan. Let's go back and see the example. Okay, so if you see here is the thing. Quick scale workshop going to spots going fast. So basically, if you see, it's a reminder plus direct pitch, like no other thing here. I am not going to read. You can just pause your screen and read this email quickly. So it is just a reminder mail that, hey, you haven't signed up for this particular workshop, plus direct pitch that, hey, come to join this particular workshop. Simple as that. If we go up, we can see here 24 hours to join the scale workshop, 15 hours to join the scale workshop, last call 2 hours to join the workshop, and XYZ thing. So like not going into that. Here we have a live that, hey, I am live. If you want to join, grab your spot here to get the live watch access. Simple as that. So here we have 4 emails again. Number 1 is the story emails. Number 2 are the education value based emails. Number 3 are the reminders and all. And number 4 are direct pitches. Simple as that. Now, when we are done with all the emails breakdown, let's see how he is making money from his emails. What are the conversion bridges? So we have this 4 emails from Dan. Simple. And now let's talk about the conversion bridge. At this point in time, Dan is using 2 conversion bridges. Number 1 is his challenge, which is basically a 5-day workshop thing. He promotes it that way. And then we have MRR community, monthly recurring revenue community, which is his Get Clients University, GCU. So this particular thing is for $97 if you just buy the general ticket. If you buy the VIP ticket, it is for, I guess, $297 something. And if you then want to buy the other plan, like to ask him questions, you can then pay more. But I guess like for our discussion, we can just keep things till here only. Then his GCU is simple, $97 per month. Simple as that. So he has this 2 conversion bridges. Now, why I'm saying this as a conversion bridge? Because people already are on his list. They are trusting Dan. And now this is very small conversion ticket where people can actually invest to learn from Dan. Simple. And when they are into this particular thing, they just have to pay $97 with the guarantee that if you don't get 10x value from the entire 5 days of challenge, 5 days of workshop, then you can ping me and get all the refund. You can pay for the VIP and see me breaking down all of the things, ask me questions as well. So again, like, it is a good deal, and if you don't like it, you can get the fund. So the upfront cost is less and the guarantee makes it no-brainer deal. So that is the entire thing which makes people convert for his entire offer, which is coming later. So this acts as a conversion bridge. Nice. Talking about GCU, he have a lot of courses, a lot of things going on. So he have all of his courses there, all of his courses, a huge community of online entrepreneurs who are on the same journey to scale their businesses. Dan is active himself inside the group. So basically, if you want to ask something to Dan, you can type it and Dan probably will reply in 24 to 48 hours, and his entire team is there. Like, that is a place where you want to be, and like paying 97 to be in that group is like kind of cheap thing, like very much affordable. Plus you can just discontinue it whenever you want. You can just join today, see that okay, like this is good but I don't want to continue. Perfect, you don't have to pay for the next month. If you feel like okay, I'm like continuing for the entire year, why not I buy the entire year pass, and then you can save I guess $200 if you buy the entire year's pass as well. So now that becomes a good offer for you because the upfront investment is very less again, and you are getting a lot of things when you be a part of his group. So like that's a good thing to become a part of his group. And again, it acts as a conversion bridge because now you are into his community, into his business ecosystem more deeply. You will consume more of his content and get sold on his ideologies, on his ideas, and when he will pitch something inside his community, you would consider taking it. That's the entire thing. So now let's jump to his funnels. Okay, so now I am on one of his emails, and like this email he have sent just 19 hours back. So as I said, like he's currently using his challenge, 5-day challenge, as a conversion bridge. So if I click on Epic Pitch Challenge, we'll get to this particular funnel. So let's quickly break down this particular thing. Now, I don't want to act like a copywriter here, like a landing page copywriter and funnel builder and all. So again, like we have built funnels for a lot of clients. So I'll just quickly show you like what it actually takes to build a crazy converting funnel, and then you can build it and have for yourself as well. So again, as I said, challenge is itself very persuasive because like the cost to entry is very low, and with the guarantee it has become completely no-brainer, and people will be seeing you for 5 days straight if you do this 5-day challenge thing. So if someone buys just the general ticket, they will be seeing you 1 to 1.5 hours every single day, which makes an investment of almost 6 to 7 hours. And the marketing guide, the marketing study says that if someone today in this particular scenario in 2025 have to see you for at least 5 to 7 hours to consider making a purchase from you, and Dan is nailing that with his 5-day challenge. And if someone buys the VIP thing, then they will be investing almost 15 to 16 hours throughout the week. So now the conversion is through the roof there. So that's the entire thing. So if you are considering doing a 5-day challenge, that's the best thing, and here is the funnel for that. Tired of sales calls, closing no shows, and babysitting unreliable salespeople? Here's to create one sales presentation that gets client for life with or without a sales team. Now that's the entire thing. He's not targeting a beginner online entrepreneur at this point in time. He wants someone to have experienced the sales team game, because if you haven't experienced the sales team game, you are probably not making more than 2 to 5k a month. Now that's not good for him because his next offer is for 25 grants, like $25,000, and if you never had a sales team, you probably won't think about that. So he's clear with his messaging. This is for the people who hates sales team and want to close things on their own, and he communicates this on emails as well. If I just show you quickly again, if you just go back, be honest with yourself for a second. Do you really feel good about leaving your revenue up to your sales team? Think about it for a second. All your efforts, all your ad spend, all your time taking, blah 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 blah, everything you have built in your business comes down to one point: your sales team. So basically he's like just bashing the sales team here. If you are feeling in that day, you make money. If they are not feeling it that day, you lose money. Had a fight with their girlfriend, you lose money. Just not in the mood, you lose money. Are you really comfortable leaving your financial future up to a group of people who would hop, skip, and jump to the different offer the moment a better opportunity comes along? Is that really worth your business? Last month, we signed up 30 high ticket clients in the price of 25 to 50K range. I already told you his off. Without a sales team is a big thing because entrepreneurs are like sick of having a sales team because again of all of these problems as he mentioned. The whole point here is he knows his target audience and he has crafted his entire funnel, his messaging based on that only. And that he already shared that you also need to do it if you are planning to have some kind of an offer. Let's go quick. Here is his entire video, top class of video. I'm not going to break down his video here. Dan has been one of the person in the online space that mimicries all the top coaches to make his point. So the best you can do at this point in time is to watch this video to learn how he actually presents himself, his point, his vehicle, because the entire point at the sales page of any video sales letter is to sell the vehicle, to sell the idea that this can actually work, that you can actually sell without a sales team. So if I as a person can sell you the idea that okay bro, email marketing can actually help you to scry through your business to get a lot of revenue that you are missing on the table, if I am like able to portray that point, you will just come to me to learn that because I sold that point to you. Simple as that. So I will quickly like just play a few clips of this particular video to break it down.
I made $32 million with this sales presentation framework. And not only am I going to let you steal it, I'm going to...
So if you see in the beginning, he says like in very this tone that, hey, I made $32 million using this thing. Now he's like grabbing your attention. Simple as that. Like if some guy come on the camera and like without any like thing, without any expression, without anything, like in the visual image, in the tonality, if he just say that, here's how I made $32 million in last 5 years and I'll be sharing you all the... You won't like it. That's the entire thing Dan is doing.
Master it in just 3 days at the Epic Pitch Challenge. If you're an entrepreneur in a service-based, client-based, or education-based business, and you're good at what you do, but your numbers just aren't where you want them to be, or here's a question. How would it feel if you could create one single sales presentation that brought you clients for life, with or without a sales team? And if you like your sales team, well, this will just make everything 10 times easier.
So now when you see that, first of all, he related with the people. He called out them that if you are an online coach, educator, XYZ thing, and if you are good at what you do, but you are not able to make a lot of sales, your numbers are not speaking for them, then you have a sales problem. And in this particular challenge, I'll show you how to make it happen, how to build just one presentation that will completely change the game, and you will make a lot of money with or without your sales team. Because a lot of sales people, a lot of businesses fear to like like remove or turn down on their sales team that they have built for so long, because sales guys are hard to find. And if you have built a team, you won't be up for like removing them or just dropping them. So you can still keep them, and the plus point is it will all make 10 times easier. So now that's a benefit and you are all ears.
Clients.com, we built a multi-million-dollar business we could count on with one sales presentation, while others like sales funnels. And when you meet me at the Epic Pitch Challenge, I am going to give you my exact blueprint. But we've all seen endless ads, the cliches, the kids who rented Lamborghinis trying to sell you how to run your business. This isn't that. This is a proven presentation system backed by real data and thousands of hours of research into the top producing sales presentations of all time. And we put this system to the test by spending over $7 million of our own money in paid ads. And we turn that into $32 million in sales with a single sales presentation. But look, you've seen it happen. You've seen others do what you do and become wildly successful and make crazy money, so you know it's possible. And you're watching this video right now, so I know you're smart. You're searching for a better and more efficient way to sell. That's just something smart people do.
So here when you see that you are smart, he's like coming into our zone and saying us you are smart, complimenting us, making us feel good. And when we feel good, we actually buy something. That's the entire point.
Also know there's a little something extra. You know there's a little piece of magic mixed in with all of this. Now I know what it feels like, not just to not make enough money in your business, but to know what you do is good, to know that you can change the world even in a small way, to know that you can make an impact, but to not be able to make people see what you see, to know you have something incredible to offer, and have people just completely blind to it, to be invisible to the ones you could be helping. I want to take you from that feeling of being unheard to being a dominant force in your industry. I want to help you take your business and your brand to a level of epic proportions by helping you create an epic pitch. And if you're willing to step up.
So here when you see like I'll be taking you from the person who is completely unheard to a dominant force in your industry to an epic, tremendous level by creating an epic pitch and with the conviction. Like, what is the conviction on his face? The entire body language, the entire background, the entire tonality, all the things. You believe that this guy can change my life. That's the entire point. No fancy words, but with conviction, with all the results he said throughout the video that he have invested 7 to 8 million on ads, made 32 to 35 million, all the things. Like when all the things get combined, you get convinced. That's the entire thing. So now let's go down, and when you see that here, whether you are a returning client or you are new here, I respect you. Being on this page shows that you are smart. I already told you, because creating effective sales presentation is just something smart people do. Told you. Secure your spot in the epic pitch challenge now for a special one-time price of $97, and here is the timer for urgency, obviously. Yes, let's create my epic pitch. So he's not like, yes, I want to be in, hey, yeah, I want to secure my spot, register me in, click here to sign up now. Nothing like that. It's like, yes, let's create my epic pitch, very much personalized to me. Then all of his testimonials. Now this is the thing where a lot of coaches go wrong. Like, I'll just show you, like, this are the part where a lot of coaches go wrong, and this have been proven again and again and again from all of our sales campaign, from all of our direct sales campaign, webinars, challenges, every single campaign that we have run through ads or through organic. If you keep your videos here, they sure look very much professional, that okay, you have done a lot of good job, but people are not up for clicking videos. Like, just play all the videos and see, okay, this person have actually changed my life. He or she helped me to lose my weight, or he or she helped me to get a better relationship with my mom, with my spouse, with he or she saved my marriage, or he or she made me a better retailer. Like, nobody is going to click on those videos, at least not a lot of people. But if you just go through all of these, people can directly skim that, okay, like what he's saying, just close 5.5k in sales, your epic pitch challenge was truly epic, then all of these things, then like here. So like people can actually like just skim through that, okay, what these guys are saying. More than this, what I would have suggested, like if I created this page, I would have done this particular thing. Like, instead of just having this thing, I would have this. So just a quick line here, just epic pitches, just a line here. For example, have gladly paid 2,000 for it. A line here. Then probably these 4 days were nothing short of a line here. Then wow, a line here. So basically, I am leading people, I am helping the visitors, the readers of this particular page, that hey, you don't need to read the entire mess, just read this one line, because this one line is the crux of the entire part, which I want you to see, which I want you to read, because when you read this, you are sold on my program or my conversion bridge or my challenge, workshop, webinar, whatever it is. So that's the entire thing. Don't keep your videos ever on the top section. Keep them below, and if you keep the images, keep them raw like this. Like people have commented, send some messages on the group, and also highlight it some way. So like just keep a small red line, or just highlight it in this way. For example, if you want to, let's do this. If you just want to highlight it, for example, just highlight it like this, something, just highlight it so people can just read the main point and not the entire paragraphs. Then here's what you are going to cover, and day 1, day 2, day 3. The boxes are not that good here, because again, I completely understand that a lot of people just make a fancy website or a funnel for computer, because again, people don't come on computer a lot. Like most of the people, almost 80 to 90% of the people are using their phone while seeing this page. So when you see this page, it looks pretty good. If we just go to inspect, you can see that it is like here's what we are going to cover. Day 1 in line, day 2 in line, day 3, day 4, day 5. So like everything is in line. So like that's good. Perfect. Let's come back here. We have this particular thing, day 4 and day 5. VIP, what VIP will be hitting, ask anything, ask any questions to Dan, and real-time pitch makeovers for all the VIP. Then again, the urgency timer, and then call to action. Who is this challenge for? Like again, to, if you are thinking that, oh, I am a real estate agent, is it for me? No, it is not for you. But I am a coach, is it for me? Yes, it is for you. So basically you can just come and see. I am an agency owner, is it for me? Yes, it is for you. So agency, services, SaaS, owners, consultants, XYZ thing, you can just come here. Again, some testimonials. Then by the end of this challenge, what you will have the 3 main pointers, because Dan is a big fan of the 3 main pointers. So 3 is a key number. Here are the 3 points which you actually need to do. Here are the 3 things that I'll help you with. Here are the 3 things that you probably are lacking. 3 points. Cool. Then just a before after picture here. So for the challenge, you are like all of these things. After the challenge, you will face all of these things. Good thing. Again, a call to action. These are not very persuasive in itself because they just communicate the information. Main thing comes here, the entire story of Dan himself. So like from being a poor person on the streets from his 20s looking like this, to working all of the things, and then like achieving a lifestyle like this where he took his mom to a vacation and all the things happened. Then like speaking on stage, having the impact, teaching people in closed rooms, charging a lot of money, 10k, 20k, 25k, 50k, 100ks, all of that thing. Like again being on stage again and again and again. So like that's the entire part. Then again some testimonials, some things here and there. Like again you can go through the entire page. I'm not going to break down the entire page. The main part of this page is the first fold itself, which I already broke for you. So that's the thing. Now let's go to the next page, which you might not see till the time you don't pay this. Okay, so here is the OTO, which you won't be seeing if you don't pay for the first offer. When you pay on this price and register for his challenge, then you will be coming to this particular page, which is an OTO. Because again, we want to maximize our AOV, average order value. We want to maximize it. So having a call to action, having an OTO is the best thing. So here, if you check out at the top, wait, would you like to borrow my 8-figure team for your business? For sure. Like, I would like to borrow your team. So like a good hook there. Again, if you watch this entire video, he says that, okay, you are signed up for this particular thing, and I'll be showing you that entire pitch. But in business, it's not all about the pitch. It is about all of these 3 things as well. So what if my team helps you to achieve this, and this? If you want to be there, you can directly join my Get Clients University, where my team will be helping you with each of the things. And I have all the modules. You can learn, you can ask your questions. We have a community of XYZ amount of people, blah, 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 blah. That's the entire thing. So now the price is obviously, let's go a bit down. All of the things that you are going to get for just, you get access to an 8-figure team for just $97 a month, which is his monthly recurring revenue community. Nice. So all the things that you are going to get, and all the persuasive thing, Russell Brunson gave a testimonial to him, so he attached that as well. All of the things that members of the GCU are achieving. So you can see that, okay, 25 hand results and 3 sales so far. Again, I would have been suggested that you can actually mark this particular thing. Just mark this like 25 hand results and 3 sales so far. So if we could have done that, people can just skim through and check out that. Let's go down again. Same thing here. So like 40K a month after joining GCU. So again, you can see all of the testimonials that people are achieving, and if you want to join, just click here and you can join. Simple as that. And no thanks, I don't want to get this one-time offer. Just click there and you will be taken to this pop-up, not to the thank you page. That's the thing. Okay, how about a $7 14-day trial? Get full access to everything, the calls, the community training, nothing held back. The point is, first we were getting the offer for $97 for the entire month, and you can cancel it anytime. But I don't want to pick that. That's kind of a big investment. What if $7 for 14 days? Yeah, $7 is kind of fine. I can actually see like what's inside the community, and I can see what Dan is actually offering. Click on this. Simple. So the whole point is, this is the downsell. So yeah. And if we say no, thanks, we don't want this, then we will go to the thank you page. Let's go to the thank you page. You are officially registered for the Epic Pitch challenge, and join our private group. Do all of these things. Perfect. So that's the entire funnel for you, the challenge funnel, the 5-day challenge funnel. But do we end there? No. So here is his another conversion bridge, which is the community itself. So For a very long time, Dan used to offer this community as a conversion bridge through his emails that, hey, you can be a part of a community where all the online entrepreneurs are hanging out and they are on the same journey as you. I can teach you XYZ things, how to be consistent, how to make sales, how to do marketing, how to do a blah, blah, blah thing. And we will be having one call every single month, one call with my co-founder, blah, blah, blah thing. So that's the entire thing. So people can directly go from the email to his this particular funnel, the page, and they can get access to get clients university for just $97. So just to quickly give you an idea what the copy of this page is, if we could help you get just one new client per month for $97 a month, would you take that offer? Sure, because my conversion is like 1.5k per client. For example, if I have like 5k per month client, for example, for just like investment of 97, sure, I'll make that, and I'll make that forever and ever and ever. That's the thing. And now here is the story again, from like being a poor boy on the streets to like making millions and millions of dollars through online coaching. What all things have he done throughout? What are the ups and downs he faced? So like again, all the things you can go through, all the testimonials you can see here. I guess it is taking time. Yeah. So here are all the testimonials. Again, the kind of the same testimonials you can go through. All the deliverables that you will be getting. So like if you become the part of his group, here's what you will get: weekly training calls, growth calls, paid traffic calls, blah 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 calls. And finally, a personal note from him: once you sign up, we will send you an onboarding form. Fill that form and you will become a part of this. PS blah 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 blah. So again, like he's kind of assuming that you have become a part. So like the time you become a part will send you this particular thing. So it's like giving certainty what kind of things we will be getting once we do the transaction. So that's very much important. And once you go through this particular funnel, you get the OTO, obviously. Join GCU annual, and my expert copywriting team will write your microbook for you. We will host write your microbook and deliver it to you in just 7 days. Now, microbooks are a concept that everyone knows who follows Dan Henry, that you can write your microbook in just one afternoon, and he have the entire training inside his GCU. But the point is, if you join this now, you can actually get $200 off, and my team will write a microbook for you. Now, that's a good offer. So that's the entire cool. So now we are done with all the conversion mechanisms. Let's come back to our main board, what we were discussing. So now we have two conversion mechanisms: challenge, which is for $97 upfront, and MRR community, which is GCU, for $97 upfront. Now again, it is like $97 per month, but I am not like considering the backend thing, because then it becomes an offer, which we'll be discussing right now. But the upfront cost to get into this thing, to walk through the conversion bridge, is just $97, and that's it. Now talking about the offer, people who get through the challenge, he sells his 25k offer. Now for 25k, what he offers, I won't be telling that. You can join his challenge and get to know. It is a comprehensive, elaborated offer. Make sure you join his challenge, because it is one of the best challenges that you can actually attend if you are an online entrepreneur and facing some sales related issue. 25k offer for all the people who are joining his challenge. So now that is a crazy offer. And for the people who are joining his MRR group, so it's just that $97 per month. So basically now this becomes his MRR. And at the point when I am shooting this video, he has 551 members inside his school community, which is Get Clients University MRR, for $97 per month. And if you do the math, 100 into 551 becomes almost 50k, I guess. So like he's making 50k on recurring revenue. So even if he don't do a lot of things, which he is going to do anyway, he will be making 50k every single month. That's great. And if we go to his group, let's go to his Epic Pitch Mastery, the thing which he sells for 25k, Epic Pitch Mastery. Let's go there. And we have 51 members there. So 51 into 25k, you can do the math and come up with all the numbers. So he has like already made $1 million just with this offer itself. So crazy. So as I said, people who come to the challenge part pays $97 upfront, and then Dan pitches his 25k offer. And people who are going through this MRR like stays here. So like it is already making him almost 50k per month consistently, and 25k is like already made him like 1 million in totals. That's crazy. So this is his entire email funnel. And now the main thing that you need to understand it, all of this will only work. All of this will only work if you have this thing sorted. If you don't have this thing, none of this will ever happen. So just to give you a quick glance, what Dan is doing right here is simply he have IG organic. I just write IG.o is organic. Then he have meta ads, basically running ads on Facebook and Instagram. And then he also have a YouTube channel, and he keeps on going on different podcasts, keeps on getting on different interviews on different stages. So basically he builds all of his visibility through this point in time. And what are the lead magnet he has been promoting? He always comes up with new ideas every quarter, I guess, with new ideas that okay, we can promote this particular thing to get people into our ecosystem and get buyer leads, not a freebie leads but a buyer leads, which is very easy to convert because they are showing interest that hey Dan, I already trust you, and here are my $7, $17, $27, $25, whatever. So for example, one is like Money Tales, where he broke down his entire email marketing system himself. The another one is Big Fat Hooks, where he says that he studied almost XYZ amount of books, the marketing materials, and then he came up with the 300 hooks that you can actually use in your marketing materials to start your Instagram reels, to start your YouTube videos, to start your presentation, to pitch offers, to make the sales happen, anything. So basically you have a big fat hooks. If you want to do it yourself, you have to read a lot of marketing materials of different people, but since he is in the industry for last decade and more, so he have like studied all of that and made 300 hooks for you. And if you want that, you can simply get it for $27 or something simple as that. So basically he creates different lead magnet, promotes it through their Instagram ads and YouTube channel, and from there he builds his entire email list and then do all of the activities that I already told you. So that's the entire case study of Dan Henry, and probably you can implement it very well on your business just by understanding that you need 4 things: a visibility mechanism, an email list, obviously a conversion bridge, and then finally your offer. And that's all for this video. Now if you are like, okay, so like everything makes sense, but I don't know how to write such kind of emails that Dan is writing right now, then you don't need to take stress. You can directly check the link in the description and click the video where I have explained you how to write emails so good that your subscribers turn into buyers. And if you want to see like what kind of conversion mechanisms you can have, and how a challenge funnel is built, how a webinar funnel is built, how a workshop funnel is built, how a VSL funnel is built, then you can again check the descriptions and I'll link all of my videos there. And the last thing, if you see how we have made $133,000 for one of our clients, the entire case study, then you can click the video on your screen right now and check it out.